Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're opening up a topic that, I'll be honest, it usually triggers a very specific reflex in most people.
Yeah, it's a heavy one for sure.
It is. But it's crucial we talk about it. It's one of those subjects where your brain kind of thinks it knows the answer before the question is even fully asked.
Right.
So let's actually start with a little experiment for you listening. If I say the phrase religious extremism or religious violence, and I ask you to just close your eyes and picture a news report about it, like, be honest, where does your mind automatically go? What part of the world is on that map?
I mean, for the vast majority of people living in the West, and honestly, anyone who's been consuming mainstream media for the last, 25 years?
Yeah, at least.
The default setting is just the Middle East. It's Islam.
Exactly. It's almost muscle memory at this point.
Yeah.
You hear the word extremism, and you immediately picture a very specific geography and a very specific theology. But today, we're really going to challenge that reflex. We are unpacking a really provocative article from Fellowship Magazine, and it's by James Zogby.
Yeah.
And the title basically gives away the ending right up front. It's called "The Abuse of Religion to Foster Extremism is a Universal Phenomenon."
It's a really strong title. But the argument underneath it is, I think, even stronger. Zogby is essentially arguing that extremism it's not a bug that's unique to one specific faith.
Right.
It's actually a feature, or really a manipulation, that pops up in every single major religious tradition.
And before we get into the heavy stuff, we should probably establish why we're listening to James Zogby on this. Like, is he just some pundit offering an opinion?
No, not at all. He's got serious academic and practical weight behind him. He actually holds a PhD in comparative religions.
Okay, so he knows his stuff.
Very much so. He's the founder of the Arab American Institute, but more importantly for this specific discussion, he spent decades studying the Abrahamic faiths right alongside the religions of India. So when he talks about these universal patterns across different cultures, he is not just guessing. He's looking at the raw data.
Right. So our mission for this deep dive is to basically shift our focus. Zogby wants us to stop obsessing over who is doing the praying and start looking at the sociological patterns of how religion actually gets weaponized.
Exactly. Because if you zoom out, the mechanics of how you turn a regular believer into an extremist, they look suspiciously similar, whether you're in a temple, a mosque, a synagogue, or a church.
That is the key right there.
Yeah.
It's about moving past the theology and looking at the human behavior. And Zogby actually starts the article with a story that perfectly illustrates how bad we are at this.
Oh, yeah, the Pamel story.
Right, how blind we are to the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Do you want to break down that panel discussion he moderated?
Sure. So picture this setup. Zogby is brought in to moderate a panel titled "Using Religion to Justify